Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the Ultra Instinct Podcast. So, for today's pod, we're basically going to recap week one of the NFL season so far and talk about the scores and the biggest takeaways from week one. So, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more type of podcasts. We are expanding to sports, entertainment, and battle rap. So, any one of those you guys like, please like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more, and let's get into it. So, start off first with the scores. Now, honestly, it's been an exciting week one, outside of injuries and stuff like that. For the most part, all the games been pretty good. So, Lions defeat the Chiefs 21-20. Browns defeat the Bengals 24-3. Ravens take care of business against the Texans 25-9. Bucks handle the Vikings 2017. Falcons take down the Panthers 24-10. Commanders handle business against the Cardinals 20-16. Colts lose to the Jaguars 31-21. 49ers dominate the Steelers 30-7. Saints sneak by the Titans 16-15. Raiders eke by the Broncos 17-16. Eagles win against the Patriots 25-20. Rams dominate the Seahawks 30-13. Dolphins in a high scoring game shootout 36-34 over the Chargers. Packers 38-20 over the Bears. Packers still own the Bears. Cowboys blank the Giants 40-0. And the Jets sneak by with a win 2016. Now, biggest takeaways from week one, of course, we'll start at the top with Aaron Rodgers. The fact that 5 minutes into the game, 4 snaps, freak injury, most likely tore Achilles, out for the season is crazy. Like, the team has so much build up with the hard knocks in the offseason, preseason. Dalvin Cook, one of the big stories of the all season. How good can the Jets team be when they get an actual quarterback? Since the defense was playing at such a high level, all they needed was a quarterback. Just to have to go back to Zach Wilson, and he did his job. Like, he made sure that they won the game. But Josh Allen didn't help. Josh Allen was being a bum, and I don't know if it's because the Jets defense is so good, or he's just so up and down. Like, he really got that Brett Favre syndrome. It's crazy. So the Jets might still win 8-9 games just because of their run game and defense, but crazy situation. And we hope that Aaron Rodgers gets better. Hopefully it's not over for him. Achilles, especially in the older age, could be, the difference between retiring and coming back and playing at a high level. So hopefully he comes back, heals, healthy, and all that. And, going forward, hopefully Zach Wilson is better and that the team can thrive with him, because last season he was being a bum and the expectations for the Jets were so much higher this year. So hopefully we'll see that going forward. And Josh Allen need to get it together. Cowboys and the Giants game, though. The Giants team looked like a bum college team. They did not look ready to play at all. And they made Dallas look so much more better than they probably are. Dallas is a good team, don't get me wrong. Defense is dominant, and it was dominant in that game. But Giants didn't put on no kind of fight. And it makes it, you could tell that it's levels to this, especially in the NFC East. And the fact that they paid Daniel Jones all this money and didn't want to pay Saquon, you're seeing that it's probably a mistake. Danny Downs was Danny Penny's last night. It was bad. It was a bad game. And Dak didn't even have a great game, but he didn't need to. So not too much to take away from that. Cowboys going to be a good team. They're going to be in the playoffs. So they're going to rival the Eagles for NFC East crown and all that type of stuff. So we kind of expect that to happen. Packers and the Bears, Justin Fields still looking shaky around the edges and stuff like that. And I don't know, they might still win only 7 games. The Bears are not a good team, it doesn't look like. And Jordan Love showed signs of him actually learning from Aaron Rodgers and, being competent and being able to run an offense and take care of the ball and control the game. He's played pretty well, pretty efficient as well from the field. So that's an encouraging sign. I think they're going to rival the Lions and the Vikings for that division. And I probably have them ahead a little bit, judging from how the offense looked. So we'll see going forward. The Lions going to be a tough out though. So Dolphins and the Chargers, high scoring game. And I don't know if it's because it's bad defense or because Tyreek Hill and Waddle are just that great. Tyreek Hill is a beast, man. He always open. The cheetah be cheating because he was open. He was burning Chargers DBs the whole game, and it was crazy. And Tua was throwing dots, so Dolphins might be a sneaky team to watch for in the playoffs. And Tua and or Tyreek Hill might be a dark horse MVP candidate if they play like that. We're not gonna overreact because it's week 1, but they show good signs of being able to sustain it as long as Tua is healthy and they make sure the offensive line can protect them and give them time. Rams and the Seahawks, don't see too much really to talk about from this game. I don't expect the Rams to be in the playoffs necessarily. And the Seahawks, that was a bad game. You know, there was a lot of hype with the Seahawks too because they made a large jump after trading Russ, and Geno Smith was balling last year. So we'll see if he bounces back. It's only week 1, so we're not overly concerned. But I still expect the Seahawks to win at least 8-9 games. So the Rams, I don't really expect too much to come from them this season. I think they're still in a rebuilding stage. So not too much to talk about there. Now with the Eagles and the Patriots game, there's a lot of people making a lot of comments about, oh, the Eagles struggled against the Patriots. And I'm like, Bill Belichick is known to coach good defense, have good defensive teams, and also he's also known to take away what the opponent does best. And the Eagles' strength is running the ball, especially with Jalen Hurts being able to scramble out of the pocket, do read options and stuff like that. He made sure he limited it, and it made the offense, struggle. So last year, Eagles had 5 or 6 close games that they won by 5 points or less. These are one of those type of games. If you're a good team, you're supposed to win those games. So I'm not concerned about that for the Eagles. Eagles should still win at least 11 games, make it to the playoffs. I still have them winning the NFC East. It's going to be a battle between them and Dallas, though, for sure. And the Patriots should be encouraged because there were signs for Mac Jones not being a bum. Like, he played pretty well against Eagles defense that was good last year. DBs kind of struggled. Like, the middle of the field was open the whole game. But Mac Jones showed some signs of promise. So, if you're a Patriot fan, you should be encouraged for sure because he played pretty well. He didn't lose them the game. So, that's all you can ask for, really. Raiders and the Broncos, honestly, I don't really expect too much for either team. They think that Sean Payton is going to come in and be the be-all, end-all cure for Russ, and I don't think that's the case. Russ could be cooked. He said, let Russ cook. Russ might be cooked already. It's very possible. And Jimmy G is Jimmy G. So I don't expect any team to win more than 8 games. So not too much to discuss there. Those teams will be the teams that play spoiler at the end of the year, most likely. And probably similar to the Titans and the Saints. Now, people are high on the Saints because of the defense, and Derek Carr is the upgraded quarterback. But I got to see it. They should win their division, though. And their defense is legit. Derek Carr has to not be a bum. I hope Michael Thomas stays healthy and Chris Olave continues to be better. And if Kamara, once he comes back, is still Kamara, I think they will be a good team. So that's an important thing to remember, that Kamara is not there yet. So, and he's still able to pull out a win, defensive game. 49ers and the Steelers. I don't understand the Steelers' game plan. They ran the ball 6 times, I believe, and gave Kenny Pickett about 40 or 50 attempts. Like, why against the best defense in the league? Like, San Fran is legit. Like, they're Fred Warner and them boys. They're on another level. I'm not gonna lie. And the way that Brock Purdy played, if he plays like that, it's going to be hard to beat that team. And the Eagles beat them last year. They knocked Purdy out of the game. it'll be a better game. I think if he plays like that and they kind of go head to head, you know, top defense, and offense. They got a bunch of skilled players. McCaffrey with that crazy run. Ayuk was balling. So that's going to be a hard team to stop. Definitely one of the top 3 teams in the NFC. Long as Brock Purdy stays healthy and plays like that. Jaguars and the Colts. I expect the Jaguars to be a playoff team. Trevor Lawrence did what he's supposed to do. Handle business. They played pretty well. Colts, some signs of, hope for AR. He played pretty well. Honestly, a lot of rookies didn't stink up the joint. They played solid, like as far as getting accustomed to NFL and the speed versus college. A lot of them played solid. Like you don't expect necessarily a rookie to come out and light up the scoreboard necessarily. So signs of encouraging, but because you have Jim Irsay as a owner, Colts are going to forever be underneath. Like they're not going to go anywhere anytime soon. So getting AR was a good thing, but Jim Irsay, unless he gets better or hires a GM and he falls back into the shadows, that team will never achieve anything. Commanders and Cardinals. Cardinals are in disarray, and the Colts are heading there too. But the Cardinals it's over for them. They got to go in a full rebuild mode because that team is done. It's no hope for them. Like they're going to be a lottery team. They're probably going to not win more than 4 games this year, and that's just what that is. Commanders. Powell shows some signs that he might be a competent quarterback. He needs more time. So I still think the Commanders going to be number 3 in the NFC East. Giants stink. So Giants going to be last. I think Washington is going to be 3rd. And either the Cowboys or the Eagles are going to be 2nd. Me personally, I'm leaning towards the Eagles, but Cowboys is for real too. Falcons and the Panthers. Falcons showed some signs of life, but I still don't think that they're going to do anything. Ritter needs more time. The offense was okay. Defense was fine, but they might win 7 games. I don't think they're ready. They're heading in the right direction though. And as far as the Panthers, it's gonna be a tough year from Bryce. It's gonna be a tough year. So hopefully, Miles Sanders is there, but they need help. Like they need offensive help, defensive help. That team is a bad team as well. Ravens struggled against the Texans. You're hoping that Lamar Jackson and the offense get better, but it was a tough sledding against the Texans. Again, week 1, rusty. So not too much stock into it, but take notice of that and hope that they get better. Texans are still in a rebuild. CJ Stroud struggled. You expect for them to be better at some point, but I don't think this ain't the year for them either. And then you got the Chiefs and the Lions. Now, Lions should be a good team. They struggled. They did everything they could to give this game away. But, luckily, the Chiefs still pulled it out. But the Chiefs have an issue once Travis Kelce retired because Darius Toney was he was bad. It was bad. And he might not be that guy like they thought he was going to be. It's looking that way. Again, it's week 1. You hope that he wouldn't drop 4 passes like that and get in make Mahomes throw a pick 6. But they need receivers. The Chiefs absolutely need receivers because that ain't it right there. Like they're not gonna beat nobody. 8 drops in a game shouldn't happen. So overall, week 1 I thought was good. It was exciting. Pretty much close games. Injuries are part of the game, unfortunately, though. So I'm definitely sad to see some of the injuries that happened. But overall, I thought that it was a good start to the season. I'm just happy that NFL is back. You know what I mean? And looking forward to week 2. We'll cover who I think is going to win in the later in the week as far as another episode. And again, if you guys are feeling the vibe and want to see more of this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Until next time.